Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Preschool All-Stars podcast. I'm Bethany Johnson, and I'm here with Madiha Siddiqui. How are you today, Madiha?
I am good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to talk to you and hear your story.
All right.
I
I'm so
always
excited.
like to get a little backstory first before I find out what's going on now. What was going on in your life before you decided to start a preschool? What's your background?
Okay, so I'm an early childhood educator. I've been in the teaching field for over 12 years. And I learned that I had taught elementary grades as well, but I learned that preschool is my passion.
Okay.
But we always have so many challenges, like whether it be daycare centers or private schools, there's just these challenges with the job that come with the job. I just wanted to do something on my own. And I guess when COVID hit, it kind of opened the scene for new possibilities online.
Mm-hmm.
So I got into thinking about starting my own school, and I kind of launched it in January. I launched my own online preschool. But once I started it, I was kind of feeling like, I don't know where this is going. I don't know if I can do this on my own. I had so many questions in regards to what to do about marketing myself and making sure that I am getting enough enrollments on top of maintaining a curriculum and creating a curriculum or buying a curriculum. What should I do? And like taxes, like just the business end of things versus the teaching end of things.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I
So I
hear
was like completely going, I'm like, what did I just do?
Yeah, there's a lot to think about when you're starting your own business. It's not just, okay, I'm going to teach and then we'll be great. There's so much that goes into starting your own business. So, were
Absolutely.
you working at a daycare or a school? Where were you working before?
I was working at a private school, and they had like pre infant, like preschool to like high school
Oh,
grade.
okay,
So
okay.
yeah, so they were a licensed daycare facility as well.
Okay. And did they go virtual during the pandemic? So, were you teaching virtually?
Yes, I was. I
Okay.
was.
And
Yeah.
how did you like doing that with them?
So I kind of launched the program for them
Okay.
first, like because they weren't sure if they were gonna get like transitional, because I was a transitional kindergarten teacher,
Okay.
and though they had the preschool class enrollments, kids coming in, they didn't have enough to guarantee like a class for me to teach on ground. So
Sure.
I'm like, okay, let's start, like, let's see if this will work out. So I launched like the online preschool program for them. So through this year, I had been working for them along with like branching off on my own starting in January with my own preschool as well. So I was part-time there and like part-time with my work as well.
Okay, okay. So you were able to do it kind of successfully, teach online, so you were kind of comfortable with that when you decided to start your own online thing?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So
But it was just more, sorry?
you were good with the teaching part, it was just everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So when did you find joy and how did you find joy?
So I think Joy just popped up on my Facebook feed because I was doing research around like how to get preschool curriculum, teaching
Mhm.
preschool online. So I guess something on the SEOs or something clicked in, and she popped up, and I was like, as soon as because that I also, I think, had signed up to her free group.
Yep.
But it was kind of, it rolled back in the back of my head. I didn't really think about it. But then when I was actually doing it, I saw, and I'm like, okay, well, let me look more into it. So that's how I got to know and learn more about it. And once she opened the doors for the preschool system back in April, I was like, I'm hopping on this because this is exactly like what I need. I needed that support that the All Stars program offers. So it wasn't like even a second thought to me. I was like, I think I purchased everything.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you do one of the challenges?
I'm sorry.
Did you do one of the challenges?
Yes, I did the 30-day challenge, and
Okay.
that brought in itself brought me so much like more openings and prospects. So
Oh, that's awesome.
I think I
So
got 4 enrollments off of that for my fall.
nice. That's awesome. So how was it going before you decided to go with Joy? You said you opened in January, but you were having a tough time with enrollments and everything. Did you have students?
I did already have students, but I was struggling with like those students that I already had were within like my community. Like I knew those people directly or they were referred through, but I was having trouble building, now I learned it as like a trust like factor that you have to build through social media. If you're going to be like, especially in the online world, you have to kind of make your product known, make yourself known. So I was really struggling with that, making my posts and being regular with that, along with teaching, and not really like just having this constant self-doubt that this idea is just not going to work. So that's where my main struggle was, not so much with the enrollments, but more like the support.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I hear that so much. So much self-doubt. I hear it. Yeah. Well, I'm so glad we could boost that confidence for you. So tell me about your program now.
So now, like, I'm just running along with everything. I feel like the system is all set up there for me, so I don't have to struggle as much. Like it's like I at least have a pathway, like step by step I need to do this. I know what I'm doing, even if I'm not like immediately getting enrollments, as many enrollments as I want, or how much I want to grow. I still am headed, like, and I'm consistent, and the steps are kind of all laid out for me for what I need to be doing. So I feel like that's a great thing. And where I am right now, it's like I just finished my summer camp. I started it, so I had good feedback. I just did my like I set up a booth in the community. I got a lot of support from the All Stars group. This T-shirt I'm wearing, like,
yes.
So
stand up. Let's show it off.
Like,
Golden Puppies Preschool. Love it. Someone in the All Stars made you that?
Yes. Allison.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
Allison did this, and I hope I'm sorry. No, not Allison. Olivia.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I mixed up the names.
Shout out, Olivia.
Yes, Olivia did this, and she was so like right on. So all that support, and just right now I'm building more on like the marketing aspect of it, and it was so helpful to get all the templates to be ready to go, and so that's where I am at. I think I ran a successful spring program and a summer camp program. And I'm just gonna continue working on the marketing end of things to bring in more enrollments, just putting myself more out there. So it started off with the community events that we held, and now I'm gonna hopefully just keep building on that trust-like factor and applying all the strategies that are part of my package.
Tell me a little bit about the community events. How did you set it up? What was that like?
So it was quite good. Like I made up kits for like curriculum kits, because it's for it was for our Eid al-Adha. Eid al-Adha is coming in like 4 days or so. So the event was basically a bazaar for the Eid.
Okay.
And I set up open-ended activities, but also theme-based activities on the whole Eid al-Adha event. And so I put this display up for the Kaaba, and I put painting out for the kids. They could look at the Kaaba, this is the shape, and they could free paint. So I had lots of paint for them. I had marble painting, boxes cut out for them to use, and just freehand painting, along with the kits that I created with STEM activities, like a lot of hands-on painting experiences and things. So I had bubbles at the booth, and balloons, and just like
awesome. Bubbles always draws a crowd when you're talking about preschoolers. Bubbles are a huge
yeah.
And did it go well? Did you get a lot of response?
I did get like a lot of emails for to be able to reach out to parents. So I think it's just because I'm new to this community right now. I just moved.
Okay.
To the new, yeah.
So did you put out a sign-up sheet that they could put their emails on? Is that how you did it?
Correct. Yeah, I did.
That's a great idea. I got to get out there to my community and do that. Oh, I love that. That's a great idea.
I think when people know you face to face, it's different.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's great. I love that idea. I saw someone else do that, a booth somewhere just like that. And I was like, that is such a good idea. I haven't even thought of that. Love it. Okay, so tell me how your online class runs. When do you have it, and how long is the classes? And
So right now I have it like for the summer camp, I just had two sessions, two 45-minute sessions,
Okay.
one age 3 to 4 and the other age kind of 4 to 5, but it kind of got all mixed up anyway
Mhm.
with just with the timings and
Yeah.
availability of people. But in the spring, I was having two sessions, so it was one class, but I was doing two sessions for that one class. So they had a morning session and an afternoon session, just live
Yeah.
classes.
Okay.
But in the fall, I'm because of everything I've learned, I'm kind of planning it a little bit differently. Also, given the design with preschool pals, and so that's what I want to try now.
Okay.
How
The
Joy
teaching
has
time
set
and
it
then preschool
up.
pals. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm planning to teach preschool along with maybe add on K through 6, so two sessions for preschool because I've quit my work.
Yeah. 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 Totally.
I just want to give 100% to my business. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm gonna enroll for preschool. I already have enrollments for the preschool. I just have to work again on designing my K through 6
Yeah.
like support, like almost like a homework help or like
Okay.
extension. So I'm still not very clear on what exactly I'm doing, but
Yeah.
I'm very clear on what with preschool.
Okay.
But K through 6, if I'm going to do that, or if I'm going to do just kindergarten circle time, I
Hmm.
might just do the kindergarten. So that is still open, but I won't do more than 4 sessions
Okay.
in the fall. That's my plan to do four 45-minute session, two in the morning, two in the afternoon.
Okay. Is that every day or 5 days a week?
Monday through Thursday. I've been like since spring taking Friday through Sunday off. So I've been liking
Nice.
like
Yeah.
making my own schedule.
I know, man. 3 day weekends are so life changing. Gosh, I
Yeah.
tell everyone that. Yeah, no, 3 day weekends are awesome. Okay, so if you did the K through 6, would it be like a tutoring thing or would you have classes with multiple students? Would it be like one on one or classes?
Um, so if it was K through 6, it's gonna be more like a tutoring setup, kind of
Okay,
home.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. And do you feel more confident now that you've been doing it for a little bit? Do you have that self-confidence to put yourself out there a little more?
Oh, absolutely. I feel more. I always felt more like always felt the confidence as a teacher. Like with delivery, I'm comfortable with technology and stuff. What was
Hmm.
throwing me off was just like not having the support I needed, I
Yeah.
guess, and like somebody to you're gonna have your up days, you're gonna have your down days, you're gonna feel the overwhelm because not only are you a teacher, but you're like a business owner
Yeah.
and you have all these other aspects that right now I'm not ready to hire people to help me with that.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
It's crazy doing everything yourself. It is like there's so many things that go into it, and it's
Yeah,
just
but the thing is, the wonderful thing with this program, Joy's program, is that I don't feel that I'm alone
right.
in
You
this.
have the tools. Yeah,
So I
exactly.
have my cheerleading team. I have like Joy's energy. Wow, like so
Yeah, and just knowing that you have all these ladies who are going through the same stuff as you, it really
yeah.
does. It takes a load off, definitely. Absolutely. So, do you have like a niche for your classes? Is it just regular pre-K or is it like language immersion? Is it faith-based or
So it's faith-based,
okay.
whole child development, focused on whole child development. So you know how in early childhood we are always learning about. I'm an early childhood, like I have a degree in early childhood. So
Mhm.
learning, we have always been learning about like the different selves of development. But
Yep,
I
yep.
always felt like coming from like the understanding of my faith, I feel there's a spiritual aspect
Hmm.
to that whole child development. So I
Sure.
feel like I bring that into the program, the faith focus as well.
That's
So
awesome.
it's a mix of like a lot of like hands-on activities,
Mhm.
whatever is important for the whole child development, plus the spiritual self-development concept as well.
That's awesome. So, are you sending home like kits for them for
Um,
class, or is it just strictly online what you have, what they have?
so I kind of have like the part-time program and I have like a full-time program.
Okay.
So the families have the option of doing the part-time program, which is twice a week, like Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday.
Hmm.
Or they have the option of doing Monday through Thursday, like the sessions. So the families that roll Monday through Thursday, then I would provide the kits for them. That's what I plan to do. But right so far, I only have part-time enrollments. So for that, I will not be providing the supplies, the initial welcome supplies kit.
Cool. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
So, so you're not teaching at all anymore in person?
No, I'm not.
Okay. And what would you say your next big plan to, for your preschool? What would be your big goals for, I know you're just trying, you're just getting set up and everything right now, but what would be a 5-10 year plan for this if everything went amazingly?
I would like to get like, in-person outdoor kind of
Okay.
camps set up with my preschool.
Mm-hmm.
So I might do that. Heck, I might even do it in the fall. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But also in other ways, I don't want to just stick to preschool. I also, as a teacher, I have a lot of experience.
Yep.
So I feel like the hub offers such a like the sky's the limit with the hub. Like you can create courses as well for other like teachers or for homeschooling moms, like bringing in my teaching expertise and stuff. I feel like
That's
um,
cool.
this is where I want to stay with preschool, just preschool teaching online, because I want that interaction with the children
Yeah.
and hopefully go like locally on ground as well, like just part-time hours.
Mhm.
But I also want to expand it into like a whole educational thing where like there's also support for teachers that I'm offering with like if I'm creating because I want to create like a faith-based curriculum that's
Okay.
online, developmentally appropriate,
Sure.
and I want to be able to like set up courses and trainings
Awesome.
for
So
how
you
to
sell the
create that.
curriculum?
Yeah.
That's great. I love that. Yeah, I mean, there's a huge market for, lots of different curriculums, especially I would imagine with different faith-based curriculums as
Yeah.
well. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And would that be for preschoolers or would that be for K through 6 as well?
Preschoolers for now.
Okay.
I just want to concentrate on preschool.
Yeah,
I feel like they're so underserved.
totally.
And like we have huge ratios on ground
Mhm.
because there's a high need for it. So I don't think all children's needs get met as well like as they could be in the smaller classrooms. So yeah.
Yeah, no, but that's absolutely true. Definitely. So, how would you say that the preschool all stars helped you? The biggest way that they helped you get set up in this?
um the biggest way was like the hub. I
Okay.
felt like
What's your favorite part of the hub that helped you the most?
um just just the support with the team because I wanted to set up my website to get more out there and like um I feel like it makes you feel more professional like as a like going into the business as a business person that once
Yeah.
you have that going. So and all the positive support, positive encouragement, always every time I felt like, oh, I can't do this, I knew that others were also struggling and they were still on it, and like we were just cheering each other on. I think, I guess I'll have to say the big part of it is the support and the encouragement that
Yeah.
is present, the positive energy that's present in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. If there's one of the biggest roadblocks, what would you say the biggest roadblock that you've had to overcome thus far is?
um so making myself just like out there because I'm like, I know I can come off like as very confident, but inside I'm kind of, I feel like I think I am an introvert. And
Yeah.
it's like it takes a lot of energy to put myself out there and like be confident with it. So doing lives, I'm still like, I think somebody posted in the group about what are your frogs, or Joy had mentioned something about, and I'm just like, one of my frogs is like being live. But I feel like going live, it kind of is like making yourself and talking to people. It's like getting a feel and giving others a feel and good vibe is like important on social media, especially if I'm going to be teaching online only.
Yeah. I I mean, I say this literally every episode. When I ask that question, that's what everyone says is their own confidence. I'm just waiting for something else, but it's always that. It's always the confidence thing and believing in yourself. So, I also love to hear that being part of the group gives you that push to be more confident. And we're always trying to push you out of your comfort zone. If you're like, I can't do live. I can't do it. Joy's going to be like, you need to go live. That means you need to go live. I love it. What would you say to any other women who are where you were last year or even in January and thinking about, can I do this? Can I make this happen? And maybe they don't have the confidence yet. What would you say to encourage them?
I would say that you can do it, especially with Joy's system. It's like foolproof. She has laid it out. She always over delivers, as she says. So go for it and just take that leap of faith. And Joy's got you. So you don't have to.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your story. And I wish you all the best of luck. I can't wait to hear what happens next for you.
All right, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
If you loved today's episode, then you are going to love this. I want to give you a free gift in your hands. This is a copy of my book, Start Your Preschool, and I want to get it to you for free. Yes, I said for free. It is a 300-page book. It'll help you learn the step-by-step process to actually starting your local or your online preschool. Every single step that I walked myself through, as well as the thousands of women who've created their own successful preschools, have gone through the exact steps listed in this book. Not to mention, I also share 20 amazing women's stories. So you can see how not only did it work for me, but it works for amazing women just like you as well. I want to get you this free copy. Just go to freepreschoolbook.com or click the link in the description and we'll get it to you today. Again, just go to freepreschoolbook.com and we'll get it right to you.